What's up guys, as I'm releasing this video, I'm live streaming right now and I'm giving away $50 worth of Rust skins and Discord Nitro, which brings us to my sponsor Salad. Salad is a crypto miner. That's right, not everyone is best friends with crypto mining and I completely understand. But if you're looking for something to mine occasionally with zero hassles, Salad is for you. It's an open source program that takes less than 5 minutes to get started. Salad can be set to automatically start when you're AFK, and once you've gathered a bit of money, you can head straight to their storefront and purchase a ton of different items, anything from gift cards to skins, Steam games, and Discord Nitro. Go give Salad a try.
Haha, you really think you can win against a tab? Think again!
Welcome to my weapons guide part 2. In this video, we'll glance over what was in episode 1, which was gun damage calculation and body parts. We also went over the Yoka, water pipe, double barrel shotgun, pump shotgun, and the PAS 12. If you'd like to see episode 1, you can click here. If you'd like to skip over these important details such as damage calculation and body parts because you've already seen part 1, check out my pinned comment for timestamps. That way you can skip to the desired part of the video. In the next video, I'll be covering SMGs, so make sure you subscribe if you'd like to be alerted. Alright. Let's glance over stats and what they do. We'll go over accuracy, fire rate, range, aim cone, reload, and draw times. There are some new subjects in this episode, such as the difference between being crouched and standing while firing, so you may want to stick around. This doesn't apply to shotguns, so I didn't include it in the last episode. Recoil. Simply the amount of kick your gun will give when firing. The higher the number, the more your gun goes flying. Accuracy. You want your bullet to go where you're aiming at, right? So do I. Guns with lower accuracy may not fire exactly where you aim, even on your first bullet. The Revolver is a good example. As you can see, when you're close, the low accuracy stat of the Revolver isn't as apparent, but when you get farther away, the distinction is quite apparent. Aimcone. This isn't to be confused with accuracy, but can be felt in a similar manner. Aimcone will make your gun fire in any direction within the degree stated. If your gun has a 2-degree aimcone, it means that it may fire in any direction within that 2 degrees. Some guns have more aimcone, some have less. Endgame guns tend to have less. From personal tests, aimcone seems to have an effect only when firing fast or using full auto. It seems almost inexistent when tap firing at slower speeds. You may want to know what the difference is exactly between accuracy and aimcone. Just simply look at it this way. There is first shot accuracy, and then there's aimcone. So if you slowly tap fire, most of the time you're going to get first shot accuracy. Start rapidly firing, and this is where aimcone comes in. I obviously am not an aim god, so my horrible aim isn't exactly helpful in showing you the aimcone, but even someone with perfect aim would feel the effects of aimcone to a degree. As for shotguns, I'm not sure how aimcone translates, since buckshot already have spread and a lot of them are either 1 or 2 shot firearms. How aimcone translate into accuracy, that I have no idea, since some sources state that even the Yoka and water pipe do have aimcone. Reload and draw times. The time it takes to draw and reload your weapon, calculated in seconds. Fire rate. This is calculated in RPM, which stands for rounds per minute, and I'm using Facepunch's numbers. range. The distance your gun is best at doing damage. Once you get past this number, in terms of distance between yourself and your target, your damage will start dropping. Before we get into gun details, there's a few things that are important to know in Rust. The first thing you might not be aware of is how Rust calculates damage. The first factor is the gun you're using. That one is pretty obvious. Every gun has a base amount of damage that it can do, which you can see in the stats when inspecting it. The second is the ammo you're using along with your gun. Pistol ammo has 3 different types, and rifle ammo has 4 different types, each having different damage, damage drop off, velocity, and bullet drop. We all know what damage is, but damage drop off is the distance that it takes for a bullet and gun to start doing less damage, which is different for every gun and ammo type. Then there is speed, which is obviously the speed of the bullet, and bullet drop, which is when the bullet actually drops when losing speed. The third factor is which body part you're hitting. Some people still think that all body parts take different damage because the combat log differentiates body parts. That's false. The body of a player in Rust is separated in 3 different zones: the head, the upper body, and lower body. A player takes the same amount of damage whether he is hit in the hand and the chest. And same goes for the lower body. It doesn't matter if you hit him in the leg or his toes, same damage. And the fourth factor is distance. Like I mentioned before, the farther you are from the target, the less damage you're doing to that target. And that's pretty much it. Now, we have the Revolver. It is the first firearm you can acquire that fires no more rounds. In this case, pistol ammo. The Revolver isn't the most accurate gun. It has a small Aimcone, but it's still worth crafting. It has significant bullet drop and damage drop off, but don't underestimate the Revolver. It can definitely do the job. It requires 125 metal frags, 25 cloth, and a single metal pipe. The standing versus crouching concept is quite simple. In Rust and several other games, crouching greatly reduces recoil, even with the semi-automatic firearms. This basic practice will greatly increase your accuracy, allowing you to effectively hit your targets more frequently. Every gun in Rust benefits from crouching besides shotguns and the assault rifle, but that's fine, given that we aren't covering those today. Instead, I'll cover each pistol's standing to crouching factor. Crouching with the Revolver is quite beneficial, especially since the Revolver is not the most accurate gun in the game. Crouching and waiting a slightly longer period of time between shots makes the Revolver much more efficient. Shooting too fast drastically increases Aimcone. A step up from the Revolver is the age-old semi-auto pistol, also known as the P2. Its existence dates as far back as the roots of Rust. Not as popular today as it once has been, it can still be a great choice. It is far more accurate than a Revolver, has more shots, better range, and damage. It requires 1 semi-automatic body component, a metal pipe, and 4 high-quality metal. After that, we have the last craftable handgun, the Python. This is a favorite amongst PvPers, especially early to mid-game and even late game at times. The reason for this is the Python's outstanding damage that outmatches the AK and almost rivals against the almighty M249. It has amazing bullet velocity and range for a handgun, so if you've got some McCree skills in you, the Python will be your favorite gun hands down. It only holds 6 rounds, but as I've mentioned, its insane damage makes up for it. The last gun on the menu today is the M92, which is a military grade handgun. This means that it is not craftable by any means, but instead must be bought at bandit camp for 250 scrap or found on your own. The M92 holds 15 bullets, which is better than any other handgun and does more damage than the Revolver in P2, making it a great weapon. And just like last episode, we'll end this by glancing over the different ammo types for handguns. We have 3 different types. We have regular pistol ammo, then we have high velocity ammo, which has the same damage properties as the regular ammo but travels much faster. And lastly, we have incendiary ammo, which does a decent amount of bonus damage over the two other ammo types. The downside is that the velocity is much lower, thus making this ammo slower and has its range decreased as a result. I hope you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next episode where I'll cover SMGs. Peace.